Hello everyone, this is Ascendance from 4FS Gaming, and today I'll be bringing you what is, without a doubt, the most powerful tip for getting better at Rainbow Six Siege and ranking up. But wait, you are probably thinking, what qualifications do I have to make this claim? I mean, I have just had a massive break from the game for like 3 seasons, and am by no means a pro player. Well, you see, when I'm not playing video games and making videos, I'm a teacher and a coach. My job is to make people better at doing things, and I know a whole heap of psychology that can help me explain to you how to be much better at Siege. So let's jump straight in. One of the first things that I noticed when playing this game again is that people can be very hostile. There is a lot of salt, a lot of trash talking, and a lot of blaming teammates for when you are losing the match. Now, what I find interesting is that according to very well tested psychological theories, this can severely reduce your chances of winning. Everything that we know about the human mind tells us that people perform better at almost any task when they are confident, when they believe that they have a good chance of success, and when they are feeling good about themselves. On the other hand, people who are not confident in their abilities and have a lower self-esteem are more likely to perform poorly. Now, this is really apparent when playing Siege. Let's look at an example. Let's say that person A stuffs up in one round and causes a loss. Person B gets a bit tilted and sends them a message containing something like, "You're trash," or "Are you trying to place copper on purpose?" Now, don't get me wrong here. This is not a lecture about being nice. This is a lecture about how to win more matches. How do you think person A feels after this message? Will it help them do better in the next round, or will it damage their confidence, make them angry at their teammate, person B, and reduce their effectiveness in the following round? The simple fact is that trash talking your team does not help you win, it helps your opponent. Even if you are completely justified in saying that your teammate is trash and doesn't know how to play or whatever, it will have the same effect on your chances of winning as shooting your own cameras out or reinforcing between the bomb sites. It is very unhelpful. But what if you don't say anything at all? Or you don't send anything insulting to your trashy teammates? What if you just think about how trashy they are and talk to your mate in the party chat about how bad your team is and how they are going to send you back into silver? Well, even though you may not be reducing the teammates' performance because they can't hear you, you are actually self-sabotaging again, and making it much more statistically likely that you will not only lose the round, but not improve as a player from the experience. Ultimately, this comes down to how we, as human beings, learn new things. When you blame someone else for shit hitting the fan, you remove any obligation for yourself to reflect on what you might have done to contribute to the problem, or in this case, the loss. Even if you are pretty sure that you did nothing wrong, and it was clearly the dumbass who ran inside by himself and died with the diffuser that cost you the round, try taking a step back and objectively analyze if there was anything that you could have done differently to fix the situation. This kind of reflection means that every mistake by you or your team makes you a better player, while just throwing that blame around means that you will improve at a much slower rate. So no matter how much your team might not deserve your skill, or no matter how satisfying it might be to screw them over, if you are on the same team, you get screwed as well. Being spiteful or even angry might be something that is perfectly reasonable in a frustrating situation, but the problem is that it only reduces your chances of winning, which is really the most important thing when you want to be a better player and rank up. So my ultimate tip to ranking up in Siege could be reduced to the following piece of advice, which is to simply put, do not be an asshole, no matter how justified being an asshole might be. But we can go a step further with this. What if you actually encourage your teammates? Give them constructive, supporting, and positive feedback when they make a mistake. This also makes a massive difference when considering your chances to win. If your team can stay positive even after losing a round or two, your teammates will want to do well in order to repay you for how much of a great bloke you're being. This isn't just stuff that I'm making up on the spot to try and make the community less toxic, it is the result of years of psychology, many of which is based at looking at team sports, that positive attitudes and team cohesion is super important as an indicator for both performance and success. You'd be amazed at what a single, strong team leader can do to turn the chances of a team winning around, rallying the teammates behind him and getting them enthusiastic about the game. So to finish off, I'm going to go over some of the practical tips to put this stuff into action, and to turn even the most scrappy, trashy team into a potential winner. Firstly, don't send abusive or negative messages that put down or accuse teammates, not because it's not nice, but because it makes them worse players. Secondly, after any failure, objectively consider what you could have done differently to lead to a better result, regardless of whose apparent fault it might be. Thirdly, provide positive and constructive advice to your team if needed, but try not to come across as bossy. Fourthly, do not reciprocate with negative behavior. This means don't team kill or injure out of spite or revenge, don't destroy friendly gadgets, no matter how much your teammate might deserve it for their behavior. And finally, try and maintain a positive attitude at all times, which includes owning your own mistakes and seeing them as opportunities to learn. Now, these are all psychological strategies that pro gamers and teams from any elite sporting scene use in order to improve their performance and become better players, which means they win more matches. So, take it on board. I promise you that this will help far more than learning a few new drone spots or a sneaky wall bang, because most of the time teams win at Siege, not individuals, unless of course you are very good. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe if you would like to see more from us here at 4FS Gaming.